let's begin. Smash the like button. Okay, so first day of trading week, let's begin another amazing trading day and trading week. Are you guys ready for it? So today, first day of trading week, we see the market is doing extremely well. We see the market is reversing, especially the USD pairs. So we will be looking at one by one all the pairs, including gold, euro dollar, GBP USD and GBP JPY. So before I begin this live session, make sure that you smashing the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. And if you can't see me, also let me know using the live chat. So let's begin. First of all, starting with GBP JPY, and I'll look at gold as well. We see a little bit of sideways movement on gold, but GBP JPY, as tomorrow news coming on GBP JPY, we could see some good movement in GBP pairs as well. So looking at first of all GBP USD, we see that from this instrument on GBP USD, this is a long term. You saw that this is a long term bearish market turning to a bull market. And first of all, let's begin with the weekly time frame. Why? Because this is the first day of trading week, so weekly chart might give us a bit more clearer picture in the market. So when you look at the weekly perspective on GU, we see that there is a weekly bearish candle. So today, this is the first day of trading week, we saw the market has formed a higher low and the price started to push up as expected. And I think that GBP USD might be going up again to test this weekly resistance. As we have seen that the price has come down to the monthly support and bouncing off. So we are looking at the multi-time frame. We are not trading based on weekly and monthly, because when you look at the higher time frame, will give you a clearer picture about the lower time frame. So looking at the monthly, we see that from the monthly perspective on GBP USD, this is the monthly candle where we saw the price has come down to this monthly support and has got, bounce like a tennis ball. We'll discuss about it, which is very important that you look at tennis ball before you start trading, because it's like a price is like a tennis ball. If you press it on the floor, it's gonna bounce like that. The price is acting like a tennis ball most of the time. You'll see with the support and resistance. So looking at the daily, so today we saw that there is a, after previous days dodgy, today the market had a bounce from this level, and with that bounce, what we can expect on GBP USD for the price to come down and to create a new higher high. So looking at the further lower time frame on GBP USD, so far we see that in this instrument, after testing the 20 EMA, the price again coming down for deeper pullback. At this point, if you look at all these long week candles on GBP USD, we saw that multiple times the price gathered liquidity from this level. And if we look at a very lower time frame, we see that there was a local upside on this instrument, and we might see again another deeper drop on GBP USD. And with this deeper drop, we can expect for this price to come down to retest. And what I think that long-term perspective, we could see that GBP USD again bouncing off this level. This is the daily support on GBP USD, and we will be waiting for a retest of this level and then to bounce off again. This is the primary probability, but as I mentioned before, that still whole day remaining, and from the daily we see that there is already an upside bias has started. I will be waiting for a deeper pullback, and then we can look for potential buying opportunity on GBP USD. If we see complete price action confirmation. Still there is nothing here yet. Once it will appear, we'll see that as news is coming tomorrow, you could see that GBP USD giving a suitable entry along with GBP JPY. And I hope that you guys are ready for another day. Let me know in the live chat if you're ready for another massive trading day or massive week for this one as well. Eggers went live. Yeah, I'm in live. Thank you. Hi coach, thank you very much. Gold, yeah, will be learning channel. Absolutely. Thanks for joining here. Okay, so now I will be looking at gold and other instrument as well. Looking at gold. Okay, so you saw that gold so far, looking at the daily time frame. So this is a completely now locally falling market on gold. What do you think, guys? Which way gold is heading today? Patriot, always ready. Thank you for that. Salome, we are ready. Awesome. Thank you. Daud, Euro USD. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. And in the meantime, guys, let me know, what do you think? Which way gold is heading today? Gold is currently, we see that locally bearish, but we could see that gold is bouncing off this level, or gold is about to drop further. What do you think that? Let me see how many of you are thinking that gold is dropping, or according to your analysis, or gold is bouncing off. Zofia up, okay. Pink drop 1925, okay. Mellow, Danny, bearish, okay. What is Day Mellow Danny? $19.25 going up, dropping, bearish, dropping. Corrupt and coach from Botswana. Okay, so I see that almost 50% bullish, 50% bearish. That's very, very interesting. That's good. That's how the market moves. There is always buyers and sellers in the market. You think that 1837 level to fill gap? I think it is bouncing after clearing the liquidity. Okay, so almost 50% of the trader bullish and 50% of the trader bearish, so which is very, very predictable. Okay, which is very, very predictable. And if we look at the overall picture, you see that in trading, if you understand that concept, it becomes much easier. The reason is, if you look at, trader psychology, the market is moved by belief system, you know that very well. So if you look at let's say this candle is created, this red candle or the green candle is based on the belief, right? Belief between buyers and sellers. So that is why it is sometimes very difficult, or it is better not to be very, what I can say, that very overconfident about a directional bias, but instead looking from a very objective point of view always will give you better idea about the market. So that is why you'll see that the most important part here is to be confident, and then at the same time not to be overconfident. Okay, these are the 2 points that will help the market to move, to see the market, which way the market is heading, and then flowing with the movement of the market. You know, this is where majority of the traders feel that to understand how the market moves and trading based on that. So you know that 90% retail trader are not profitable. What do you think? What could be the main reason that to happen? So we'll discuss that, and also you'll see that I'll also discuss my early journey also, where what are the factors that really contributed, what did I learn that in this long journey. So I'll precisely tell you in one sentence, okay, that I have gained in this almost more than 10 plus years of trading in one sentence. Okay, so make sure that you stick till the end of this session to know everything that we will be discussing. This is the channel where you will be learning and growing and also trading together. As the first day of trading week, we will be looking at all the instrument that is giving us trading opportunity. Now I'll be looking at gold to see where the market is heading, and then we'll be looking at GBP JPY as well, looking at the daily time frame. What I think that gold might be slowly turning to a bull market, not straight away. Maybe we could see a little bit of consolidation. The reason that I think that gold slowly will turn to bull market at least some points is because, as I mentioned, I definitely could be wrong. This is a very humble confession or acknowledgement that every trader needs to have, because no one is, Bank of Japan is not always right, Bank of America is not always right. Okay, so everyone get wrong at some point. So the point here is to hold the trade for bigger profit when you are right. That is where everyone makes a big difference. So looking at daily time frame on gold, we see that this is a daily price action. You can see here is a strong impulse on the daily, followed by narrow correction, strong impulse followed by narrow correction, strong impulse followed by narrow correction, and then we see the market is doing like that. So now the market has formed a head and shoulder, has a breakdown, there is a narrow correction, we saw another drop, and I think that now we could see that it might go back up to test this previous support here as a resistance, and then we can expect for the price to have a rejection. So this is where we see that there is a head and shoulder formation in that area, and the price still has not tested this neckline of this head and shoulder, this support here as a resistance, which is rule of thumb that when the market has formed a head and shoulder, it should be going ahead to retest this support as a resistance, and then before dropping down or going up further. So far today we saw that some kind of downside momentum, but the price is still going up and down in that zone. So you could see that it is still in a very narrow range here, and once we see a clear price action confirmation, we can look for entry. But locally, if you look at the 1 hour chart, is still here is bearish. Okay, so this is what you need to understand, that it's not all about just we said going up and then jumping on a buy trade, not like that. We need to look for price action confirmation before we jump on a trade. Okay, before we jump onto the water, first of all we need to see if there is anything under the water. So this is a very simple thing that we need to look at price action confirmation before we look at any kind of entry. Now Here is, this is a triangular pattern. Now this pattern on the lower time frame, which is a bearish pattern here, okay, but once it will turn into bull market, then we will see how we can jump on a trade if we see that. And when the market gathers liquidity, we'll understand that actually how the market is trying to do in this in this gold or in any all other instrument that currently we are trading. So we'll look at it from that perspective, that if we see gold has formed a strong bullish pattern, then we'll look for buying, or if we see that from the resistance it is gathering liquidity, then we will be selling for short term. But the bias, I think, could be slowly turning to bull market. And let me know what's your bias on that, then you will be understanding. Bearish until reach 1850, okay, get liquidity and then going down. Yeah, normally it's gonna do that, because as you know that the market moves from liquidity to liquidity. So once it will gather that liquidity, then we can look for basically liquidity will tell you which way the market is planning for heading, okay, because how does this happen? Why, if you ask yourself this question, that why does the market gathers liquidity and why the market moves, always you will see that this is a rare thing that you will find. When you see that the market is gathering liquidity from the top, let's not talking about the top or bottom or support or resistance, when you see that the market is gathering from the resistance, you will see the market will move down in majority of the time. When you will see that the market is gathering liquidity from the support, then you will see the market will move towards the upside. What could be the reason? Do you have got any idea? Let's that intellectual curiosity is where that success in trading comes in play. You'll see the people who are intellectually curious, or who has the intellectual curiosity from the research, it is seen that they normally become very good at trading, because you need to try to ponder, okay, always getting thirsty for knowing more. That will make you more and more knowledgeable in trading. And I think that if you keep that trading as a long-term hobby, even you are having a job, full-time job, how many of you really doing full-time trading and full-time job? So curious to know in the live chat, can you let me know? Are you trading full-time, or you are trading for trading, or just it is a part-time? What about euro dollar? Money management, okay. Emotional control, okay. What's your analysis, okay. What will you take? USD ZAR, I think it's very important level, okay, we'll be looking at that. It's at my way. Okay, I'm bullish. Part-time trading, okay. Full-time trader, all right, I'm only in NY time, okay. Trading and working full-time, very good. Full-time, okay. So I see that majority of you are full-time trader, which is pretty impressive. Being a full-time trader it needs a lot of courage, what I would say. Being a part-time trader also need a lot of courage. So either you are trading full-time and trading part-time. It is a big asset. See, one, as I mentioned early today, guys, I'll tell you that in one sentence, that what I have learned from beginning of my trading session trading session, beginning of my trading career till the end of my trading. I'm not going to end it, but till today of my trading career, what I have learned I'm gonna tell you today in one sentence to make sure that you stick till the end. There's a lot of value here to take from. So trading is freedom. For those who probably have heard that probably trading, it is not to be profitable, probably people not making money out of it, just waste of time, then I would tell to look at our trading that we are doing every day, and where you can see it is 100% genuine that you can make consistent profit from trading if you have enough guidance and if you know how to do it. So this is and it is a very easy, because anything you want to do, okay, you wanna start a business, a shop, you need a shop and you need to spend a lot of time and you need a capital. You want to start an online business, yeah, you need a website and you need a lot of things. You need to find clients. Here in trading, you don't need anything. Only need is the skill set. That's the best thing here. Okay, so trading is a skill, it's not anything else. So that skill can be acquired through patience and through right guidance. So I would recommend you always to have faith on your ability and then leave the rest to the universe, and that's gonna happen. Okay, so we'll discuss it more. Let's see on this gold instrument how it is doing. Now gold, we see that from the 30 minutes and from the lower time frame, we can see the market is, there is an head and shoulder here. A couple of times the market gather liquidity from this support. So this is a little bit in a choppy, guys. You see that this is a very one candle range. Okay, and in this kind of choppy market, you will find some trade, but that may not give you a very good response. So let's look at, while it is trying to break out from the from this consolidation, we look at other instrument as well. And when the market is in choppy, it is good because when it will break out, it will have a significant movement and will catch that. In the meantime, let me see that on GBP JPY how it is doing. Now looking at GBP JPY, so if you look at GBP JPY from the daily time frame, we see that from the daily perspective, this is a long-term bullish market. Okay. So in this long-term bullish market, what we have seen so far from the monthly perspective, it is a bullish. How do we know? Because the market structure is bullish. There are three secrets in most of the thing. If you go to the pyramid, there are three sides on it. Okay, because those who build the pyramid, they know a lot of secret in it. Okay, there is a lot of story behind the pyramid. Very few are known, but one thing that there is definitely a mystery in pyramid, right? Because it has a three corner. And there is a lot of mystery behind the pyramid. The stone that has given on the pyramid was poured from long distance, and in that time period, thousands of years ago, how did they carry those huge stone? It was unbelievable, right? Because there was no road, there's no transport system, something mystery in it, right? So it has three sides in it, in the pyramid. So if you look at in human, there are three most important part, right? So every human being, we experience reality outside of ourselves that we create from three most important dimensions. So anything we create outside of ourselves comes from thinking first. So we think, so that has a thought form, and then we charge it with emotion, okay, so which is the energetic dimension of it. So because as a matter of fact, anything we think, we constantly feel it unconsciously or consciously. It's very simple, no? Remember that very early age. Now I think that there are festivals going on in different areas, right? So if you look at your very childhood time, then you will remember some kind of pleasant memory, right? Whenever you remember, you started to feel good, right? That's the emotion. So because that thinking is directly linked to your energy, to your emotion, and from that emotion that comes down to the action, which is we see in our physical world, that the manifestation as a form, which is the form. So formless and the form. So these two are formless, this is the form. So now that three things creates everything, right? So you become your own architect. You don't need to hire any architect anymore. So which is, if you can guard these three things, you can guard anything. So three is very, very important. And according to Nikola Tesla also, this universe has three secrets: energy, frequency, and vibration. So the market also has three most important secrets, and that is the market structure, liquidity, and price action. So once you know that which way the market is, once you know the market structure, you know which way the market might be heading. And then once you know which way the market is gathering liquidity, you know that which way the market might be breaking down. And then once you know the price action, you know that when to enter the trade or when to jump onto the trade. So from the market structure perspective, GBP JPY is a bull market, okay, which is a bullish market. Now once you look at the weekly perspective, we can see that this is the weekly time frame on GJ. Previous week there is a narrower candle with a long wick at the top. So we see that the market currently has tested the high, and now it is coming down for a deeper pullback. And for me, I think we might see another retest of the weekly support today. Just the market open, we saw initial bounce of this level, and we could see that the market is heading to the upside. Now looking at the daily time frame on GBP JPY, we can see that this is the daily price action. There is an impulse, correction, impulse, consolidation, and we can expect for GJ to bounce off this level. Now from the intraday perspective, we see that GBP JPY, there was a huge liquidity grab from this long candle, another liquidity grab, and we see that the market is currently heading to the upside, and this is in a strong bullish momentum. And as the market, you can see this is a smart money zone. The market has broken to the upside. We can expect a pullback and then to go up. At this point the market is at the top, and I don't like to buy from the top, neither from selling from the top. The best place for me to buy from the local breakdown and sell from the local breakout. If you are doing the same thing, let me know, guys. And also smash the like button, and also hit that hit that, what is that, let's do it, smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Full-time trading, okay, very good, started full-time. What about GBP JPY? We'll be looking at that. I have 2 jobs, so trade when I can, want to trade full-time, like yeah, that's also everyone's circumstance is very different from each other, am I right? So learning trading, very good, thank you. I was a little afraid to buy. I was a little afraid to buy Forex user trading program. Please give confidence. Charan, to give you confidence to buy. How do I again give you confidence? I would say that face your fear. That's the best confidence I can give you. Dollar yen, don't thank you. Full-time trader, but I can take the whole week without checking market. It's so nice. Here is this my first time to be here. Naiti, you're welcome. Because little afraid. Sharon, no, I understand very fair that you, I understand that you are afraid of buy. If you are, as I mentioned, that the best confidence that I can give you, that face your fear. You know that I'll tell you, everyone dreams, right? We all dream. I also dream. Everyone dream, right? So what are you gonna do? So if you wake up from the dream, because in majority of the time when you are dreaming, you cannot know what's happening in your dream, right? Because let's say you are seeing a nightmare or maybe a pleasant dream, could be many kind of dream, right? And when you wake up, you'll see that, okay, if it is a nightmare, you say, oh shit, it was a nightmare, but lucky that I got saved myself, right? It happened to me also many times. I was almost falling down from the top of the mountain, but lucky that I didn't fall. Or maybe you have fallen down, right? So sometimes you very pleasant dream and you say, shit, why did I wake up? I would love to stay some more time. So what are you gonna do? Like, let's say you wake up and you saw that you just have wake up from a nightmare. What you can do is, as soon as you wake up and you realize that you had a nightmare, bad dream, what you can do is, don't wake up, don't open your eyes, or even if you open eyes, close it again, go back to the dream again, okay? And then try to remember every detail of that dream. So let's say something was chasing you, right? Some kind of fear that in that dream that you were falling down from the cliff, right? Because in dream we like a very young child, right? Every mature man is like a child, because in that dream we stay in a complete absorption with the subconscious activities, subconscious mind. What you can do, if you see that something is chasing you and you are afraid, so what are you going to do? You can reverse that dream consciously. Close your eyes and then go back to the dream and stand up. Instead of being, let's say something was chasing the whole dream, and consciously in your imagination just stand up in front of the things that is chasing you, and then don't be afraid of it. So what will happen is that trust me, this is the real thing that will change your life even. Because when in the dream something is chasing you and you are afraid and you wake up, it has a clear impression in your subconscious mind because you are feeling that fear. And when you are awake, many things that you want to do and you can't do it because of that same fear will govern your life. You wake up, you go to the work, you see that you want to ask for a pay rise, but the same fear is governing your decision making. You might say, oh, maybe economy is not good, I shouldn't ask for a pay rise. But actually it's governing your fear. It's telling your fear that don't ask for it, you might get rejected. Okay? But if you ask for it, could be your salary double. So that fear, you need it will create a complete change in your subconscious mind when you stand up and say that dream figure that I'm gonna stand by you. Let's see what happened in your complete dream state or complete imagine, because in the dream you didn't know it. So what will happen next day, I can guarantee that you won't see that same dream anymore. If you do it one day, next day you won't see this dream anymore. If you see this, you'll see in a completely different state. You'll see that you are chasing that fear, like that thing. You are not afraid anymore. So that will change your entire structure in your mind. So similarly, once you face it, you're gonna make it. So let's now look at that on GBP JPY. Is that here is, we see this is the resistance, and from that resistance we can expect for this price to come down and to retest this resistance as a support, and then we can look for going long on GJ. So let's see how far it goes, and we'll be looking to see where is the next opportunity on this one. It is at the top at the moment. We want to see deeper pullback, and then we can look for entry opportunity. So now let's see on AUD USD and other pairs as well. So USD pairs, before we go to that, let me see guys, how are you doing here? USD JPY, you will be looking at that. Can you please check the gold here? Hey coach, can you please let us know? Okay, so all the information on the website, you can visit the website and you can find there. If you don't find, you can ask the live agent, where Aizo will be able to help you in many questions, or at the end of the live session you can contact using the live chat, and you can let them to forward me. I will answer any question that you have. EUR CAD, what's your analysis? Okay, so we'll be looking at that as well. Thank you. So now let's see where is looking at the dollar yen. So looking at dollar yen was this is a massive trade that we have closed past week on dollar yen. The price is currently at the top. This is the resistance line here, and in that resistance, if we look at the daily time frame on dollar yen, we can see that from this support level there is a strong impulse to the upside. The price already has broken that resistance line. Looking at the weekly time frame, today is the first day of trading week after previous weekly close. This week the market has just penetrated that resistance, and from this level we see that the market so far has broken this resistance. And I think that as the market is approaching that all-time high, we could see that dollar yen coming down for a deeper drop. Now looking at the monthly, again we see that the market has broken this monthly high, created a candle that is, strongly bullish, but at the same time the price is approaching a resistance line. And if we look at the daily, we can see that from the daily time frame the price is above the daily resistance, and from the intraday perspective, this is where we can see the market is creating series of higher high and higher low. Still it is in a bullish trend, and I will be waiting for you guys. I'll be waiting for you. Are you there? We'll be waiting for this resistance to be broken, and what I think that dollar yen either breakout, might have a strong breakout to create a new higher high to the upside, or dollar yen might come down and change its trend to the downside. So for me to enter, we need to see the dollar yen creating a reversal pattern here, and then we can look for selling opportunity on dollar yen. So let's see what it is doing, and then we will be jumping on a trade. Okay guys, so let me know how many of you are ready to jump on a trade with dollar yen as soon as it shows the opportunity. Yes, I'm still keeping euro dollar. I will keep euro dollar until either it is going to the SL or going to the TP. Okay, so we'll keep still because when we open a trade with a high risk to reward, we need to keep it though whichever it is going, because you have seen that past week we had incredible gain, okay, in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Now that gain that past week we did, as I mentioned, we need to have a mindset to hold a trade for bigger profit, and this is the right way to trade. When you hold a trade for bigger profit target, then only you can remain profitable over the long term. And to do that, the only way is to keep the risk smaller and keep the profit bigger. Okay, so this is where we'll be focusing on. Do you analyze S&P 500? Yeah, we do sometimes. Absolutely. Good afternoon, coach. Is gold buy or sell? Buy or sell? So you are telling me gold is buy or sell, or you are asking gold to buy or sell? So if you have more, then you can sell. If you have less, you can buy. So let's see now on gold what we see here. From this perspective on gold, here on the local time frame, in this 1 hour, it is still bearish, and I think that gold might turn to bullish, but still we see that gold is in a very narrow range in that area, and we need to complete that narrow range to fill that gap. And then if we see that gold has started its reversal pattern, then we can look for entry. At the moment it is in a very narrow range, and we need to see that gold is giving us that entry opportunity. Okay guys, so I will hide for 2 seconds. Guys, can you see me? Let me know if you don't see me, and then can you smash the like button now and also hit that subscribe button. I see that still not completed. Thank you for your support to the channel, and thanks for subscribing in the last 5 minutes. Quite a few subscription has come, and thank you for your support. And definitely I'm committed to give the best trading education, best analysis, and best trade possible in the market. So stay tuned by pressing the bell button as well. So let's see now on we see that in majority of the pairs a little bit of slow movement, but once it starts, it starts. CHF JPY, we see that this market is approaching a very high liquidity zone after reaching that resistance line, creating a double top. This is the daily chart. CHF JPY is coming down. Let me see. We could see that CHF JPY coming down for a deeper pullback. Like all the JPY pairs, CHF JPY is also a bullish market. Now this level on CHF JPY, it is all-time high. All right, so this resistance here, if you look at monthly, it is all-time high, and as the market is bouncing off that all-time high, we could see now a bit stronger drop on CHF JPY. You see that this is the weekly time frame, has formed a double bottom. We could see a bit more stronger drop on this market. Now looking at the daily, from this resistance form a double top, we see the market is coming down, and we could see that this market is dropping well below this level as it is an all-time high. The market has formed a double top. We could see that it's coming to this liquidity zone again. So from the intraday perspective, from 4 hour, there was a doji, a breakdown, and with that breakdown we could see any of this swing low is being broken. Now when you see a market breaks with a stronger drop from a trend, we could see even a local upside again before finally coming down. So this is where a little bit of you see this is the 1 hour chart. It's coming down from this liquidity zone. It will determine. At the moment on CHF JPY, I will be even interested to buy on the lower time frame if I find suitable entry. First we need to see it is a big drop or a smaller drop. Based on price action, we will know exactly what's gonna happen. So this is the 30 minutes price action. Very long rejection. So even CHF JPY wants to have a reversal. We could see that this market is going up, and then we can expect for the price to trend. Which instrument also moving? CHF JPY, we see that there is a sharp drop. Okay, so looking at gold again, some kind of downside momentum on the lower time frame. So CHF JPY, I'm leaving it again here. We could see, because it's bounced from an all-time high, we need to look at how it might do. Let's keep it on observation. Looking at gold again, in that area, we see that gold from this local time frame, gold has formed a head and shoulder here, and then it's trying to break down from that structure. But for me, we look at the daily, if gold, this is the daily chart, and if gold not being able to create a long daily bearish candle, closing as a doji, for me we could see that again upside bounce. But until we see complete clear price action confirmation, I don't want to make a bullish trade or open a bullish trade or bearish trade until we see a clear price action confirmation. So far in this local time frame, it is a bearish structure. As I mentioned, it's breaking to the downside. But if we see that the market managed to create a bullish trend, then we can look for that entry opportunity. Also, let me know what's your trade on thought on gold. Ready? You're welcome. Thank you. You don't see me. Thank you. I see you. Gold repeat the same pattern in March 2023. Can you check? Okay, we'll look at that. What time frame? March 2023, Omar. Gold, yeah. Euro dollar, gold, yeah. Euro CAD, which is your okay. So euro pairs. Okay, so Euro CAD, if we look at, okay, looking at Euro CAD from the daily, this is the daily chart on Euro CAD. The market structure on Euro CAD is bullish, and we could see that this market is trending to the upside. If we look at the weekly time frame on Euro CAD, it is a very sharply bull market. But at the moment, you can see that Euro CAD previous week has formed a weakless candle. This week, it is just open and tested the upper long wick of the weekly price action, and we could see that Euro CAD, I think we could see a liquidity trigger from this level. As the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, we could see that this market is coming down to test this liquidity zone here. Okay, there is a chance for Euro CAD to drop down here, gather the liquidity, and then we could see that bounce off. So, but because it's a trending to the upside, I will be waiting for the market to prepare for an uptrend rather than trading against the trend. So I always prefer trading with the trend. Trading with the trend is the most, what I can say, the profitable trading system one can ever have. Why? Because when you trade with the trend, you are going with the flow. Okay, so why it is important? Very simple. Imagine that you are riding a boat, or driving a boat, or doing something with a boat and going against the current in the river. Imagine how much energy you need to spend. But when you are just with the flow, then you just sit on the boat and the water will take you in the direction that you want to go. And this is absolutely true when you live a life according to the flow. See, in this universe also there is a flow. Those who knows how to use that flow in their own advantage, they can create an incredible life that one have. Okay? Because when you know how to go with the flow, you actually conserve huge energy within you that you can use to create any kind of life that you want to create. So how do you go with the flow? Can you, do you have any idea how to go with the flow? Very simple. Whatever happen, let it happen, and then you go with the flow. So that's how one can go with the flow. So once you go with the flow, like the flow in the market, then you actually putting your liquidity in the right direction. So go with the flow, like go with the trend, and then take bigger profit target, smaller risk, let the market do the job, and that way you can keep, over time you're gonna win. Because once you trade with the trend, you are actually always in the edge, because trading is not certainty, is the probability. In a probabilistic situation, you always need to stay with the edge, and this is the difference between trading and casino. Imagine that you are on a casino, and in the casino you will never ever be profitable. Why? Because in casino there is no edge. It's a 50-50 game in casino. Okay, casino makes money, you don't, because you don't have an edge. If you toss a coin for 50,000 times, I can guarantee you that your head or tail winning ratio will vary between 47 to 53%. The more you will do, it will become narrower and narrower and narrower, and it's gonna be around 49 to 51%, right? So this is where the casino, that it will be always 50-50. So where is the fee for the casino? It's not there, right? But in trading, you have a lot of advantage to be with the edge. Now for those who are trading full-time or want to be a full-time trader, this is the greatest lesson you will ever find, is that when you have the edge and you use that edge in your trading, you go with the flow. So for example, trading with the trend itself is a big edge, that I would say that 70% edge in your trading. Okay, now trading with the trend is an edge. The next is bigger profit target, is a huge edge. Now if you use these two edge in combination with the price action, risk management, and repeat that trade over and over again, no one in the world can make you a losing trader. If you like this, smash the like button now, and also hit that subscribe button to make sure that it is true and it's gonna happen. And that's what I'm telling, that when I begin my trading journey till now, what I have learned, I'm gonna explain to you in one sentence that will change your trading. How you look at the trading is completely, it will change the way you look at the trading. We see that there's a drop on gold. Let's see what's happening. Make sure that, guys, you are not missing out any part of this live session. Now looking at gold here on the local time frame, we can see that there is a local drop, and this structure is now breaking towards the downside. Okay, this is a bearish structure locally. What I think, there are some levels here. See, today this is a long wick candle, this is the low. We either could see break of this low or any kind of breakdown from local time frame, and then we can look for that entry. At the moment, the way the price action, it is not fully for me for potential selling or for potential buying. Once we see a very good price action confirmation, we will be trading. Make sure that you are staying patient and ready for a good trade come on your way, so that you can invest on that trade. So looking at now again on JPY pairs, some of the we see local breakdown on JPY pairs, Euro JPY also coming down. Just looking at from the intraday, we see that local breakdown, and once we find that, we will be jumping on the trade. Let me see, guys, how are you? How to trade on failure? How to trade on failure or breakout and breakdown patterns? How to trade on failure? You mean the false breakout? UJ analysis, I will be looking at the daily time frame. Yep. Everyone, thank you. Hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, I had a good weekend. Thank you for asking. Hope that you guys also had a good weekend. Gold, 1912. Okay, we'll be looking at that topic. That's a good one. Are you in any trade on gold? No, not at all at the moment. No trade on gold. We are on euro dollar trade, which is running, but not in any gold trade. Any break on support area is good entry point. Any break or retest on the support area? Any break on retest? Okay, we'll discuss that. Casino has an edge. Yeah, absolutely, the casino has an edge. That's a good point. So there is no big week in trading view. 95. Yeah, it varies broker to broker, but yeah, is how to enter false breakout and breakdown patterns. How to enter false breakout and breakdown pattern? This is the strategy that currently also, you know, I love to trade false breakout, because this is where the smart money traders trade based on the breakout and breakdown patterns. Because when you look at the strategy that banks use, hedge funds use, what are their strategy? Let's see that point. Okay, now we discussed before that what is liquidity, why does the market respect the liquidity, and why does the price moves liquidity to liquidity? Very simple, because market is all about buying or selling, right? Let's go to that fundamental aspect of trading. If you go to the, let's say, 2000 years ago, 3000 years ago, how did the market work? That time they didn't have a chart, right? So that is called exchange. They even didn't have money, so they bring some kind of goods in the market, and in exchange to that good, someone brought rice, someone brought fish, so or meat, and then he gave him the rice and he gave him the meat. So that's how the market moved in 2000 years ago. The same concept is here, just it's a virtually. So when there is buying and selling happening, the market is moving. So day by day, the traders are getting smarter and smarter, right? Everyone is smarter. So to be a profitable trader, you have to be smarter than the smartest. Very simple. Now, how can you be? By looking at where the traders' volume are there. See, keep in mind that when a trader places the order in the market, he places two orders at the same time. You need to understand this concept, guys. This will change your trading completely. When you buy, let's say I buy or anyone buy like that, okay, now we place a buy order, right? In the market, we say our broker that please place a buy order for me. I want to buy. So we put a buy order in the market when you open a buy position, which is we choose to buy. But there is a place where you are supposed to sell even if you didn't choose it. You choose to buy, but there is a place where without your choice there will be a selling, and that is where is your stop losses, right? Now when you, let's say you open a buy here, okay, AUD and USD, you thought that okay, this is gonna move up. Forex Wizard said in his previous live session that AUD and USD is going to go up, stop loss below this low, but he didn't say that it's gonna be a trade, but it's gonna go up, so I'm gonna buy. Now you're gonna buy here and your stop loss is here, right? Now let's say 10,000 people watch that live session and all of them place that their buy order and their stop loss is here. Now your stop loss is a sell order. Now if the market drops down here, then instead of buying, you're gonna sell. Now when you're gonna sell here, once your sell order is triggered, so here is your buy, here your sell. Okay, now when you are on the marketplace, you're gonna sell your, let's say your grain that you want to make bread. Okay, now when you sell the grain, on the other side someone else need to buy those grain. You need to understand, otherwise transaction will not happen. Otherwise this trade will not be executed if someone else on the other side not willing to buy from you. So then what will happen? This is where there is a high volume, the smart money is buying, and when the smart money is buying, there is a big move happening. This is called the liquidity grab. Some people say manipulation or false breakout, false breakdown. Now, is this something that is not ethical? Not at all. It is a common, it is a very fair way the market moves, because without that the market will not move. You can't see the market is moving because market needs volume. The big boys who want to put a big order in the market, they cannot place that order in the market without on the other side someone is not buying or selling. And now how do you trade in this market? By understanding when they are trading and trading with them, right? Trading with the bigger. So if you are in a sports team, if you want to be winner, then you need to stay with the winning side. Very simple. So this is where once you understand the liquidity, you know that when to enter, escaping the minority, staying with the volume, and flowing with the bigger movement in the market. And that's how you can trade. And all my strategy that I am trading, and also I am posting all those trade based on that smart money trading strategy. And I believe that you guys also learning and growing every day from this channel based on the smart money trading strategy. If you like that, make sure that you like it and also subscribe to the channel. And also you can join me today if you want to see all the trade that I am opening and the strategy that I am trading. Link below this video in the description area, and also you can find a link at the top of the chat. Click the link and then you can visit the website to join us to be part of the trading community. And let's look at now on again on GJ and CHF JPY. So CHF JPY, we see that there is a drop in this level, and with the drop the market, this is a big drop on CHF JPY. What's happening here with this instrument? We can find an entry, might be able to enter. We see that this market is preparing for movement. It's a big drop. Okay guys, I'm just looking at all of them guys to see how the market is moving. So suddenly we saw that GBP getting stronger and then Euro getting weaker because of the news coming tomorrow on GBP. Hope that I'm hard. So GBP CAD also bouncing off that level. So dollar yen is still moving in the direction. What's happening with WTI? WTI, probably the way it is preparing the price action, I think WTI might be preparing for an upside bounce. If we look at the monthly, there is a monthly impulse. Now back to back 2 months the price has come down for a deeper pullback. We look at the weekly, also we see that there is a bearish price action. From the daily time frame we can see that WTI is where there is a gap opening and the market is trying to bounce off this level. From the lower time frame we can see that this is a huge liquidity gap here. There is one here, there is one here. So this market gathering liquidity from the support, so highly likely we could see that it's trending to the upside. Okay, so if we find an entry, we'll be looking to enter WTI as well. Okay, so we'll be looking at now some indices on NASDAQ. Now before I go to the NASDAQ and US30, let me see where it is. Can't find NASDAQ. Okay, got a NASDAQ. Let me see what it is doing. Before I go to that point, guys, make sure that you like this stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the bell notification so that you are not missing out anything. Euro dollar trade. Yep, which pair is safe to trade now? There is no pair to safe to trade now. Very dangerous. Could you please look at AUD USD? Yeah, absolutely. Coach, have you placed a buy on AUD USD? No, I didn't place. Is there an AUD USD open? No, there is no trade on AUD USD. We have opened. Why big boys can't trade without retailers on the other side of the trade? Why big boys can't trade without retailers on the other side of the trade? Currently have sell on gold USD. Any predictions? Yes, we will be looking at that. So why big boys can't trade without a retailer on the other side of the trade? No, there is always big boys trading against big boys. Absolutely. Okay, there can't be that only big boys and retail trader. No, retail trader, big boys and also retail trader, right? So if you if you cook curry, then you need spice and also different kind of ingredients, right? So there is always big boys, small boys together. Okay, so the market movers, they trade. Definitely, we retail trader, what we do, we some of the traders who become experienced, smarter, they started to make money. But it's not that retail trader always, big boys or the banks is trading against retail trader. It's the way it is. So if I clearly explain to you how the way it is it's all about supply and demand, right? Everything is supply, not only in trading, it's everywhere, right? If you're gonna buy a car, okay, so I don't know which country you are, so try to buy, let's say, Toyota, which is a very common brand for general people. Let's say Toyota Kluger GXL that you want to buy 2023. It's hard to find, right? You might find with a little bit of bit, if you pay a little more money, but you need to order it wait for 6 months to 12 months, right? So it's all about supply and demand. So everything is supply and demand. So like this, so when there is a high supply and demand, everything changes. So because of that, when you go to the market, then you're gonna look at where is the supply, where is the demand, and based on you need to act in that way. So by being a trader means you understand where is the supply zone, where is the demand zone, and let that supply and demand zone to be violated before you jump on a trade, and that is where you can find the highest probability trade setup. Okay guys, so hope that you are enjoying. If you are not enjoying, let me know in the live chat so that I can make it more enjoyable. If you are enjoying, smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So now let's see where we have the next opportunity, looking at AUD USD again. Looking at the daily time frame, we can see that from the daily, today, after back-to-back 5 days of drop past week, we see the market is trying to pull back to the upside. And if we look at the intraday perspective on AUD USD, this is a potential reversal pattern here, and we see the market is trying to move a little bit in a sideway. Tomorrow GBP news coming, and after tomorrow AUD news is coming, so you could see that this instrument also getting volatile with GBP and other instrument. At the moment here you can see it has formed a consolidation pattern, and after this consolidation pattern the market made a move to the upside. It's trying to come down for a pullback. We could see that it's trending in that direction, but according to my strategy, still there isn't any trade yet. Once we find that, definitely we will be looking to enter. Gold, okay. Gold, yeah, there is a lot of, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Thank you for that, coach. You oh, thank you. When watching you, you're welcome. Euro USD, Euro USD. What I see that there is a local drop, local breakdown, and it is there. It has gone up and again has come down. So at the moment, let's see what it is trying to do. Okay, it might come down for retest of the daily 20 MA, or it could bounce off this level. If you look at the weekly, which is possible for the price to it might not be able to break the high the way we saw that. Okay, I don't recommend at the moment to be buyer, because if it is bouncing off, it should be breaking to the upside. So we could see further downside on euro dollar. Okay, we could see that as the market failed to create a new higher high. So you see it has broken the daily high, has come back down, and we could see that euro dollar, see our trade, we could see breaking the daily low and to create a new lower low. So this 4-hour candle closing in 32 minutes. Still this candle is about to close. 30 minutes for this candle to close, and I want to see how it is doing. Euro dollar might not be able to break the high. We see that this is a triangular structure here which is breaking down. Yeah, there could be downside on euro dollar. So at the moment, okay, I think that we will be exceeding that euro dollar trade at the moment. It is very high probability that euro dollar might come back down at least to this daily 20 EMA before moving up, because if you look at this weekly price action, it failed to create a new higher high, So very highly likely that the price will come back down, breaking the weekly low. If it breaks the weekly low, if it breaks the weekly low, then we could see that the market ultimately going to hit the SL. So instead we will be exceeding the euro dollar trade with few pip down, couple of pip, 4 or 5 pip. For me it is around 5 pip. So I'll be exiting the euro dollar trade, and also I'll be letting the group know to exit the euro dollar trade, and we'll be entering again as soon as we will find a better entry. So this market, euro dollar, you can see that it's creating series of lower high with a multiple liquidity grab. There is a doji here, okay, long wick doji. Gather liquidity has dropped, back to back 2 liquidity grab in that area, putting pressure on the support, and highly likely that we could see euro dollar breaking that support, and then after breaking further, then we might see that it's trending to the upside. So euro dollar, we could see potential bearish from this level. So we are not in any kind of trade at the moment. Once we will find, we will be looking to enter. Let the market restructure, because it's the week, starting of the week. So we see that the market is restructuring for a new direction, and when it does, we need to wait for this to happen. Okay, GBP CAD has moved. So we saw that yen pairs looking very volatile, and we will look for potential entry on yen pairs as well. Let me see what's happening with gold. I'm keenly waiting for an entry on gold. After breaking this low, gold is, you see the gold is in a very narrow range, and one interesting fact, if you look at this price action here, you can see this is the support here, you see, and it has just formed a higher low. Let me draw all this level, then you understand what I'm saying. So what it is, let me delete that, both of them. So if you look at here and then here and then here, okay, so what it is doing, whenever the price is dropping to that support, created a higher low, and then drop to the same support, created a higher low, and drop to the level, created a higher low. And at the same time, when the market dropped here, formed this move, created this high, form a higher low, created a lower high, drop to this level, created a higher low, it's forming lower. So this is what it is doing, is that creating a series of lower high and also higher low. So it is merging into one point, lower high, higher low, merging into one point for a breakout. And this is the most important part, that which way the gold is trying to be heading and which way it is trying to break out. Okay, and then we can look for entry. But here we see a mini reversal pattern, very smaller structure, has been created, which is potentially a bullish structure. But because if gold bounce off this level, it's gonna create a reversal, right? It's gonna change its trend, and before it change its trend, highly likely that we will see gold gathered enough liquidity, going out of the script, and then the market has gathered liquidity and then bouncing off this level. Okay, so we'll wait for that entry to happen. Once the market is up and running with a clear direction of the trend, we will be up and running, guys. When the market is not trending, we will not be trading. That's how you can keep the capital that you have gained so far in your trading account not giving away. Okay, this is what I was discussing early, that I will be discussing with you today, where begin my trading journey, what I have learned in this whole experience, just in one sentence. Make sure that you stick till the end to hear that. That will change your trading career completely. It will change your perspective as a trader. Okay, so let's look at now. We saw that gold is trying to margin 1 point, still in a sideways movement, along with some of the pairs such as the USD pairs and JPY, how they are doing. GBP JPY reached a very important level of resistance. Is forming a reversal pattern here, but I try to avoid trading against the trend by any cost. Okay, let's go back to gold to see. See, series of higher low and series of lower high. So series of higher low represents the buying pressure. Series of lower high represent the selling pressure. And this is how, when you look at the market, then you will understand. So how do you know a market is in an uptrend or in a downtrend? That's the question. Let me see how many of you are responding to that. How do you know a market is in an uptrend or in a downtrend? Okay. I know that the question will come from a market, the answer will come from a market structure, but what kind of price action confirmation you should see to consider a market in a downtrend or in an uptrend? So in gold 4 hour, is there divergence? Request you to please explain, sir. Gold 4 hour, is there any divergence? So gold 4 hour divergence in what? In RSI? I don't see any RSI. Which indicator you are looking at for divergence? I don't see any divergence. Let me know which one you are looking at. How do you see demand and supply using technical analysis? Will be coach NASDAQ, please. I'm still waiting. Things appreciate. Okay, Khalid, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Thank you. Telegram link, please. Yes, you can join the free Telegram below this video in the description. Also, I can give for the VIP Telegram link. You can join us today once you are our member. Also, the website link below this video, the first link, or at the link at the top of the chat. So once you are join via the website, you can find the VIP Telegram channel link where I post all my trade for the free Telegram. Also, you can find in the description area. In addition to that, this is the free Telegram channel link. In addition to that, before we look at this gold trade, guys, if you are looking to join a regulated broker that I am using, also you can use that link given in the live chat and also link in the description area. So you can click that link and then you can register and then you can start trading with regulated broker. So now let's see on gold. Here in that zone, you can see the market is creating series of higher low, but it's still bearish. The back-to-back 2 4-hour candle here couldn't make much drop, much movement to the downside. And the way this price action, this structure is formed, even if it wants to drop, I think that we could see at least a fake breakout to the upside before dropping down. What do you think? I think that it's gonna have at least a fake out to the upside before gathering liquidity, and then we could see that the market is coming down. Okay, so we will be looking at that. At this point, you see this is a very crucial price action in that area. So from lower time frame, see these long wick candles is forming in the direction of the trend. So the chances for still a breakdown is downside, but we could see what I think that we could say fake out and then breakdown. Okay, so which is very normal in a trending market, that you will see the market normally breaks completely opposite direction and then you'll see it might be trending to the downside. But for me to enter a trade, I want to see a clear direction in the market. At this point, still it is in a consolidation, so we do not have any entry yet. Once we will find that, definitely we will be looking to enter. Okay guys, so should I get out of the Euro USD trade? Have updated on the group, so I think that yeah, you guys got it. Yes, absolutely, it could break through the support and could continue to the next level. Absolutely, it is possible. This is what I was telling you, that if we look at the daily, okay, let's delete that. On gold, from the daily, you see that this is a bigger trend is to the upside, but local trend, if you look at the 1 hour, it is in a downtrend. But you see there is a very long reaction here, long rejection. The market might respect this candle, still creating series of lower high. So what I think that we could see a fake out, not that far, but you could see that the market is testing that here, and then we could see dropping down, breaking down without fake out to the upside. If gold drops, then even it could bounce off this level. This is how we predict the market, and this is why you see the dollar yen trade that was taken. We have taken the big profit on that, 190 pip, almost 4.5%, is based on how the market is reacting to those levels. Euro AUD also same. So once you see the market how it is, because if you look at the 4 hour, you can see there is no strong liquidity grab, but it is possible the way we see, let's say in the 1 hour chart, this structure that in the beginning of this session also we talk about that this is a bearish structure. In that zone it is a bearish structure, but from the daily, if you look at, it is long-term bullish market. So we were expecting a reversal, but the trend is still down. So it is in a structure. Once it breaks down or make the fake out and then trending, then we will know exactly what is the next point to look at for trading. Once it is on a sideway, we cannot do anything but looking at the market to break from that structure. Is the bullish divergence in gold 4 hour? What indicator you are looking at? Uptrends creates higher high and higher low. Okay, very good. What else? How many of you think that uptrend creates only higher high and higher low? Okay, from the market setup. Okay, all right, so the answer has come out to be an uptrend is when the market creates series of higher high and higher low. Okay, so this is an uptrend. Okay, now what about this? Let's do like that. Whatever, this is a, now this one is not making higher high and higher low. Is it an uptrend or a downtrend? This one, because the market normally will give you plenty of structure. So this one is, what kind of trend is this? Or this is one structure. What about this? Okay, let me bring that here. Now this is a this is B. So if this one is creating series of higher high and higher low, so according to the definition is in an uptrend. What about this one, and what about this one? Because this one is not creating series of higher high and higher low. So which trend is this? Can you respond to that? Let me see how many of you. Okay, so uptrend. Okay, so by definition you said uptrend, but it is not creating series of higher high and higher low. So how can it be uptrend? Sideway. Now sideway market could be, should be, according to definition is like this. That one is definitely not a sideway. So then, because it's not creating series, not in a higher high, and so it is, what kind of trend is this? Okay, so you are right in your answer, but what's the reason behind that answer? Why it is an uptrend here on B or on A? On A. B, consolidation. I wouldn't say it is a consolidation. Ascending triangle. Okay, so there is a, you see that there is a mixed definition and understanding the market, but it is not necessary that you always have to define it in a certain language. Okay, so language is just kind of symbol. It's all your internal understanding, how you look at the market. So the simplest way to understand is when you see that a market is creating series of higher low which is in an uptrend, because in a market you have to do one of either two things. One is either you need to buy or you need to sell. You don't do anything sideways. Do you do any sideways trade, like in between buying and selling, like doing some kind of I don't know what it is, but there's nothing in between buying and selling, right? So there is no sideways trading. So either you have to buy or sell. So therefore you need to know a market in an uptrend or in a downtrend. So that is why when a market creating series of higher low, regardless of either it is creating a higher high, it is an uptrend, so you look for buying in that market. When a market just do the other way around, creating series of lower high, regardless of it is creating lower low, so this one is creating series of higher low but not creating series of higher high, but it's creating a zigzag pattern. So technically this is an uptrend and we look for buying in that market. Now in that series of higher low, you could see one candle like that, one candle like this. So this is technically an uptrend. This is a liquidity gap. So in this market we will be looking for buying. That's the main concept, to understand that, because before you do anything you need to decide either you're gonna buy or sell. And with that respect, you see this is structure that we are looking at. See this market creating series of lower high, so downtrend. Even in that sideways market, it is a bias to the downside, and at the same time it is creating series of higher low, right? Then which one you will be taking into consideration? the one that is going with the bigger flow. So if you look at this market here, the flow is down, so it's still in this market. We are not on a trade, right? But if we are a trade, then we will look for selling this market so far until it change its direction to the upside. Okay, but I know that you guys liked it. Make sure that you smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button. If you haven't done yet, press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that you are posting every single day. All right, so let's see. Thank you. So preparing to go down here, triangle. Very good, thank you. Yeah, high, low. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So as I mentioned, the name is a, what I would say that a metaphor. Okay. I don't know the word meaning metaphor, but it looked like familiar to me. So name basically, what I can say that sometimes language causes little bit of misunderstanding. Before the language is being discovered, that human being also used different kind of symbol. Language is, sometimes causes misunderstanding, right? Let's say if you look at the universe, the name could be very different. If you say that the universe and the language, if you look at the bird and children looked at the bird and the tree, they see is in a completely different way. But when you say them a name, then they label it and they can't see that things anymore because of the language. Yeah, sideway. Yeah, absolutely. Does my sunglass contributed to see the bigger picture? I don't see the bigger picture using the sunglass. Is it trading channel? Yep, very good, thank you. All right, so cool. Looking at that, we see here GJ again is bouncing off that level. Aussie yen, let me see here. Gold again, looking at that. So I'll just quickly look at as a 4-hour candle closing. Let me see, guys, all of them. So DXY primarily had an upside bounce. Aussie yen, you see AUD and ZD, very narrow doji after this bullish move. Just quickly look at all of them. So looking at all the pairs as the candle close to see from swing trading perspective if there is any trading opportunity that we have. So in majority of the pairs we see that the market the moment still there is no trade in that zone. Okay, so you need to look at the lower time frame to see potential entry, how they are doing. So euro dollar also after breaking the low is trying to break again to the upside. So as tomorrow news coming on GBP, today's volatility is not that much still high, so you need to see some more volume coming in the market. So far this is the gold movement. So there is a doji on the 1 hour chart on gold, which is typically a bearish price action because there is a move and then doji. Okay, from 30 minutes there is also a liquidity gap from here. So lower time frame on gold is still here. How many people in that area? There was a fake move to the upside and then we have seen that breakdown. So the local move on gold is still showing bearish in that area. Any kind of, as I mentioned before, that you want to see a local breakout and then you can look for selling opportunity on gold. Okay guys, so let's keep eye and don't be impatient. Definitely trading is like that, you have to keep patience for the best trade for you coming to you. And once the good trade coming along the way, you can find it. That is why they said that wait for the market to show its hand before you enter. And in the meantime, let me know, guys, how was your trading psychology developing? EUR USD bounce once from support. Yeah, but I think that it may not go that far. Let's see. Euro USD, yeah, absolutely. USD bouncing back from support. You still believe it's gonna trend down? Yes, it could be. It could keep trending down because the market structure is still bearish. So if you look at this market creating series of lower high, but if we look at daily, we see the market has come down to a very important liquidity zone. It might move in a sideways on the lower time frame, or it might just start to bounce off this level. Okay, so here locally it is still creating bearish price action. For me to enter, you see, this is a local structure that we talk about, the series of lower high, and any kind of break can give us that selling opportunity on gold. Euro USD, Euro USD. Okay, so it is now forming bullish price action again from this level. At the moment, it might not make much movement. Euro dollar, so you see that this is a, if you look at daily, very high chance that euro dollar may break this support. Okay, it might break this support and gather liquidity from here either today or tomorrow, because the price failed to create a new higher high. So after breaking this daily high from that liquidity zone, we saw that sharp rejection. You see this red candle is a very strong drop from this level, and we could see that euro dollar testing this 20 EMA, and then we can expect further downside, and highly likely that we could see might break this support. You see, with this long weekend, until that candle it was in a bullish move, but what we saw that euro dollar failed to create a higher high, instead create a lower high, and then has broken down. I think that slowly we could see that euro dollar could break this support, and after breaking the support there is a daily 20 EMA below this level, and from the daily 20 EMA we could see that euro dollar gathering liquidity, and then we could see it is bouncing out or moving in a sideways. Not a very impressive bullish at the moment. Instead we could see euro dollar dropping further for deeper liquidity grab. Along with that, gold, we see that not being able to break the high, instead we see that local downside movement in this market. But this is a choppy market, okay, not a very good trending market for entry. Once we find that entry, we will be looking to enter, Before you enter, guys, make sure that you stay patient and enter into a zone where you can go with the flow. Okay, so when you are on the zone, you can go with the flow. So how do you do that? You can do that, you know, that many people live a life with the flow. So if you can live a life with the flow, in a flow state, you will see that many things happen automatically. You see the athletes, the sports player, soccer player, cricket players, they go to the state of flow. That's why you see that a cricket player, when they go to the, you know, first they go to the field for batting, they're easy to, you know, out of balance. You can easily out them with good ball. They might be going out of the crease, but once they settle, it's very difficult for them to make them out. Why? Because they are in the flow. So they found the rhythm. It's called the rhythm. It's one of the universal language, the rhythm, which is the flow. So that's why I normally try to make my trading decision after I sit down on the chart, sit down on the desk. I take some more time so that I can be on the flow, and then it becomes much easier. Everything happen automatically. Do you think that you are on the flow of your life? If yes, let me know. If not, also let me know. How do you find liquidity zone? Okay. So how to find liquidity zone? How many of you are asking the same question? I want to see that. If I see many of you asking the same question, then I can again address to that point. So GBP JPY from this resistance level, it is trying to drop because the price has reached a significant level of resistance. So you might see that deeper pullback from that level. I'm learning to be on the flow. Emotion takes over. So grateful, God, you to help me. Emotion. Well done. Okay, so you know you are learning to be in the flow. That is a very good practice. So if you know how to be on the flow, then everything falls in place. Okay, so that reflects, it is said that one part of our life reflect on the other part. How do you identify liquidity? Okay. What is the definition of emotions? There is no definition of emotions. How do you find the liquidity zone? So liquidity zone is where, because in the chart you cannot see the liquidity zone, but if you look at the market, if you look at the price action, that will tell you where is the liquidity. Okay, liquidity is the fuel of the market. Very good. And when you see a market, the price action is showing you a clear direction, then you can find that liquidity zone. So when the market gathers liquidity, it will show, the price action will give you a clear indication that the market has gathered liquidity. This is only the way you can know about a liquidity zone. So what kind of price action? When you see that the market had a strong bounce from a level with a clean price action confirmation. So what kind of price action might be coming as a question, right? This is where it comes down to having a strategy, understanding how the market is reacting to the price action confirmation. So more importantly, when you see that, let's say you see that euro dollar has broken down from this structure, when you see a market break out from a trend, completely opposite direction of the trend, this is where you see that the market gathers that liquidity. Okay, not always, but when you see price action will show you that this breakdown is against the trend and it gathers liquidity, because retail trader normally trade with the breakdown, trade with the breakout. But when you are smart enough, when you see how the market is moving, you are already smart enough, but you have to be smarter than the smartest, that all of you have that ability. So when you see that, you know that the market already, see this is a support here, it's a support here, has broken against the trend, and then you can look for that liquidity zone for entering the trade. Hope that you got value in it. Still not sure? Let me know, guys, so that we can discuss more. And I appreciate your support to the channel, you guys there. That's why I'm here. Thank you for that, all the likes and subscribe that you guys are giving. And let me know if still you have any question, so that I can clarify on that liquidity. And more importantly, I'm also trading the same strategy, and also I'm teaching the VIP members also. If you want to join us, you can join today. Link below this video in the description area, where you can find, where you can learn all the strategies that I am trading, and also all the strategy, all the trade that I'm sharing in the VIP group as well. You will be able to access all of them. So next question, liquidity. So thought on order block in trading, SMC or ICDs, which is better? Market open is about to get volume. So here we see that euro dollar, what I think that euro dollar might be coming down further. So let's see how it is doing. Okay, so the next question that, let me see here, SMC or ICD style, which is better. Okay, so I don't see any big difference between the SMC. If you guys see, let me know. I think that the way smart money traders use using the ICT. Okay, do you see a big difference with SMC and ICT? I want to know from your opinion also, guys. Some of you probably even know better than me in some areas. So what's your opinion on that, or what do you think, that which one is better, SMC or ICT? Okay, let me see on gold what's happening here, and we'll come on to that point. So this kind of structure is forming series of lower high and dropping from that level. Okay, so let's keep it quick, guys, and not that one. So let's see that, looking at a quick difference between SMC and ICT. Okay, so what is SMC? Where smart money concept. So if you look at the chart, that how the market moves, see that the market is trending and then creating series of lower high and lower low, right? Now once the market is trending, creating series of lower high and lower low, which is in a trend. Now a trend will never be in one direction. It's gonna change its trend, and the market will never change straight like that. It's gonna consolidate or will form a reversal pattern. Let's say it form a double bottom and then has completely broken out of that double bottom, leaving a neckline, a previous resistance, turn support here. The market retested that level and then started to trend. Now the downtrend changes into uptrend. So this level is where the order block. Okay, this is where the smart money bought. Now this is a smart money concept where, using the order block, the traders buying based on the smart money, the market is pushing high. And why this market creates this kind of structure? Very simple. When the smart money buy, they cannot buy like we do. Okay, they cannot suddenly buy 1 lot, 2 lot or 3 lots. They need to do it in a block. Say for example, if the big boys or the smart money want to invest 100 billion, they cannot do it, because if they do all of them here, the price will go like a skyrocket. So what they do, they put an order, and as soon as they put an order, the price goes up, and then profit taking takes place. When there is a profit taking, the market drops. That's why this pullback. And then they put another order block, price goes up, and then they take profit. The market drops with a pullback, and they buy again. So this is keep going on, and at some point the market breaks down. Okay, and when it breaks down, they have started to close positions, the market drops, and with that drop you will see that the market breaks the previous order block support level, create a new lower low, and then you'll see the market either creating a higher low again, started to trend. It finds new support level, creating a higher low or lower high. This is how the market moves. This is the fundamental movement in the market. Now where is SMC and ICT there? Can you find any fundamental difference between SMC and ICT? Just the way the traders looked at the market. Now the best way in trading is that everyone can look at the market completely unique perspective. The main goal here is for you or anyone to understand how the market moves and then find a strategy that will create an edge for you in the market. Now what is an ICT? Based on technical, market trend, liquidity, and price action. So smart money trades based on ICT, based on market trend, based on price action, based on liquidity. Therefore, there is no very fundamental difference between SMC and ICT, but just the completely different way to look at the market. Let me know if you have any unique view on that. This is what I told. I'm not always in master in everything, so I want to know how you look at that point. ICT, inner circle trading. EUR JPY, yeah, I'll be looking at that. Okay, so let's see now on GBP JPY, and still we see this market is consolidating in that area. Gold is still creating series of lower high. Euro dollar now trying to form a structure here. GBP USD is in a consolidation. So all the USD pairs, we see that still locally showing a little bit of downside pressure. Especially on gold. Now to trade this kind of market, we need to see that clear liquidity trigger, which is essential. Let me see. for me it doesn't matter, stick to the rules and be consistent. I think I should focus on liquidity. I think gold is going to buy. Gold is going to buy. Gold continues to trade below 6.8. Which strategy do you use the most? Okay, which strategy I use the most? I use the most trend trading strategy. Okay, so in my strategy there is an element of trend that I make sure that I am trading with the trend. So I use the market structure and I use liquidity for confirmation that smart money has placed their order in the market, and then I use price action confirmation for my entry. Okay, so all of them based on rules and proper strategy with set of rules when should I enter and when should I exit, with a high risk to reward ratio. Now guys, in the beginning of this session we talk about the one very important aspect that I'm gonna discuss now. Make sure that you take notes that what is that I have learned in the whole of my trading career that I wanna say you in one sentence that will change the way you look at the market completely. Right? Are you guys ready for it? Let me know if you are ready for it. NASDAQ. So if we look at NASDAQ, if we look at this is a very overextended market to the upside on NASDAQ, and if you look at the 1 hour chart on this market, we see that there is a, here is the market gathers a huge liquidity and form this long rejection, followed by we see the market now trying to drop down further. It might drop a little because if you look at the 1 hour daily chart, we see that the market reached that resistance level, and from that zone we can see that the market now started to drop, and I think that NASDAQ might be coming down. As I don't trade almost against the trend, we could see that this market coming down well below, and with the drop, if we see that the market has shown significant entry, then we can look for entry to the upside. But at the moment it is in a reversal, but the trend is up. So this kind of market, when at a market trade move against the trend, the best way is to wait for the price to come to a level where you can again enter a trade in the direction of the major trend. Okay guys, so what is that you can discuss? Yeah, of course, yes, thank you, yes, okay, so thank you. All right, so we'll be discussing that. Before that, let's see what's the outcome with gold, and then make sure you stick till the end. We are almost nearing, and looking at the lower time frame gold, we see that this market little bit in a choppy, and we could see that the market slowly breaking down, but at the moment it's not in a very strong trend, and because it's not in a very strong trend, we could see that this market might move a little bit in a sideways, gather liquidity, and then once it is ready, then we can look for that entry opportunity. So looking at that point of what so far from the beginning of this trading to the end of the trading, what I have learned is that if you want to be profitable, I think that this is the main goal of every trader. Okay, so let's say you want to be profitable, becoming a full-time trader, or probably you want to pass a prop firm challenge, make profit in your trading account. Okay, so the number one that you need to, so if I tell you in one sentence that what you need to maintain is that find a very weak strategy, just functional. Okay, you don't have to you don't need to have a strategy that is very rich, very high winning rate. Firstly, find a strategy that has a very poor winning rate. Even you don't need a very high winning rate. Okay, you don't need a strategy that has a high winning rate, because in fact it is very impossible for a trader to know how much winning rate for a strategy, because a strategy maybe 1 month will give you one kind of winning rate, next month it will change, and afterwards it's gonna change, right? So therefore find a strategy that is not, it doesn't require to be a very high win. This is what I try to make a point, is that you don't have to be very choosy about the winning rate of the strategy, but find a strategy that works, and then always trade with same amount of risk. Always you lose the same amount and at least gain more than 2 times of your loss, so you can become consistently profitable trader. So this is what exactly that every trader is missing in their trading, because if you look at, without looking at your trading account, that I can tell you is that you have a lot of winning positions, but most of the winnings maybe plus $5, plus $3, plus $2, maybe plus $10, minus $200. This is the biggest problem of mine when I begin my trading. When it flipped the other way around, every trader become profitable. How? Make it minus 5, minus 3, minus 2, minus 10, plus 200. Any weaker strategy can turn into a very stronger strategy if you can apply that. Make sure that, guys, you understand it, and this is the real information, real thing that will help you in your trading. And if you don't have a strategy that you can rely on, I'm open to teach my strategy that I am teaching also in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. We are trading every day. You can join me today, link below this video in the description area. Market sometime will not give you a trade, and be patient with that. Today so far I haven't got anything. The market is a bit slow. You can see that gold still in the whole day in this choppy market. Anyone trading this gold market, I can guarantee that you're gonna lose money. There's nothing here. Okay, whole day long the market has only how many pip range? 30 pip range, less than 30 pip range. So there's nothing we can do here. We'll be wait, but when there is a range, there is also a breakdown or breakout, and that's what I'll be waiting for the upcoming sessions. And any trade coming along the way, definitely I'll be jumping on a trade, and I'll be sending it to the groups as well, because if I am not on live. With that said, thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate your patience and watching this live session, and I'll see you again tomorrow twice in the live session. I love trading. I believe that you guys also love trading. And thank you, and see you tomorrow again. Until then, stay well, stay happy.